TVASIATELU ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ hello and welcome back to yet another fabulous episode of our talk show with experts. మనతో ఉన్న మన expert Rahul Reddy garu. Rahul garu, thank you so much for being on the show today, Andy.
Nitya, thanks for inviting Nitya garu.
Thank you, sir. Call our expert here at 1-833-882-8872. The number again is 1-833-882-8872. Watch us on Yup TV, Facebook, YouTube, Sling TV, World BB TV, and Dish Network. Rahul garu, after a dhamakedar episode last week, I think we're back with yet another blockbuster topic, which is grabbing a lot of eyeballs right now, which is the rise in the 221G notices, the visa denials, and lifetime bans for misrepresentation. And we have been talking about this for quite a while about what are some of the unacceptable things to do. And what are the consequences and stuff like that. And I think right now it's at a point where things are actually coming to fruition in a bad way for the people who've done the wrong thing. So please, let's discuss about that. Tell us what you know about these denials that are coming in.
There are certain things where people can avoid the things for misrepresentation and also 221G and getting deported in the airport. There are certain things, maybe they have done something too much wrong. We may not be able to get them out of it. The main thing, at least I would say that about 50 to 60% of the people, we should be able to, they are clear people because of, they didn't understand the concept of what it is. That's the reason they get deported, they get misrepresentation banned forever though. Simple, I want everybody, especially those people who are coming on H1, mostly, L1 mostly, just read the petition. What does it say? Where do you work? Are you working at that particular location? Is there any change in that thing? Or do you have the client? You don't have the client. If you have the project, in-house project, is it a real in-house project though? Especially we see consulting companies. They say it's an in-house project. Google your company. Look at your company. Does your company has an office? What kind of office space they have? It is easy to find out though. Some of these offices, they're running from a PO boxes. The same office address. Let's say, for example, Suite 500. Suite 500 has 700 companies registered in there. Your company is one of it. They run, it's called PO box, what we call is. So that is one of the important things that people can avoid when they look into it. Now, we have seen previously where they filed the STEM extensions with a company called Aztec, with a company called Integra Solution, with a company called Wireclass. What happened in this company was that nobody just Googled the address. If they would have Googled the address, they would have found out the address is a massage parlor somewhere in Delaware. That is how they operated there though. So these people were actually operating from India. And when they are operating from India, so they're collecting $300 to give the 983 forms. They're collecting $300 to give the employer letter for the OPT forms. These people took it, they applied it, and most of the people got into trouble because of that. So certain things, now for the OPT employment, simply though, you don't need to be getting paid. You only need to get the training though. You don't need to get paid in the OPT period. So you can find an internship job without paid in that particular period of time instead of going to these people, getting the employment letter and getting deported. So there are certain things people can do. Now, there are some people who have done wrong things, definitely. Let's say, for example, they have some criminal history or they have some bad history there. They are getting deported. That's understandable. Right. But if you don't understand the concept of the immigration United States and you're coming into the country though, that's where the problem. Read the petition to see. And if there is any discrepancies though, let's say for example, the office space is PO box. You see 600 addresses in that particular 500 suite number. Just call up the employer. What is it? Okay. And maybe you don't need to come from that company. You have a chance of getting deported. Don't come from that company. So there are things that you can avoid. And also we noticed that especially in Chicago airport, they look into the word called proxy in your WhatsApp.
Okay.
They look into it. Now, will they look into it before you come into United States or after you come into United States? I don't know about it. The people who get the deported, all of you guys, if you're reading, just look into the WhatsApp. I'm looking into my thing to see proxy. Okay.
So is that there in that case, the claims of WhatsApp being an end-to-end encrypted messaging service is,
That's crap. Really, you believe that it's all encrypted services?
No,
It's crap.
that's what they're claiming, which is why I was asking you the question, which is interesting to know.
No. I see the word proxy so many times. Obviously, professional discussions. I'm lawyer. I'm discussing with the other lawyers and organizations. I see the word proxy manywhere, including proxy voting. Sometimes proxy voting allowed. I'm just looking into all these things though here. So people need to look into their own things, to look into proxy word. Certain times what happens, even if you are not involved in it, let's say you are in a group and they are discussing about a proxy though, they may look into that closely though. So just type the word proxy and see what is in there. And if there is something discrepancy, you may want to contact your employer, you want to contact the lawyer. So those are the things we see in the Chicago airport every single day. People get deported from there. Student visa people, they are coming here. Let's say they are going to a university. Before they find a job in a restaurant with a cousin saying that, hey, I want to get the job the day I landed in the restaurant, which is illegal. You cannot do that thing. And not only that, you got deported, your cousin is also in trouble now. Student visa is for you to come in to study. On the campus, there are some jobs that are allowed on the campus, even in restaurants too, but outside you're not allowed to do restaurant jobs. You're not allowed. So on the campus, you can do, if there is a cafeteria for the university, you are working with the permission of the DSO, you can work in the cafeteria, certain hours though. Now, you have OPT period. In the OPT period, can you work in a restaurant? No, unless you are actually going into some hotel management class or something like that, in which case you can work in a restaurant. But if you are in the IT field, your OPT should be relevant to the IT. Can it be AI? Yeah. Can it be electrical engineering? Yeah, most probably that's fine too. But can it be a restaurant working? No, you cannot. So now, no, so many people did it. Nobody has any trouble. Or believe me, there are people who get into trouble, and they call me every single day. They call me every single day. So H-1Bs, look into the petition. If it's an in-house project, is the in-house project? Is it Microsoft in-house project? You don't have to look into, guys. You're good. But if it's a small company, in-house project, how many H-1Bs they filed with that particular location? Let's say they are in Minneapolis, some particular small town, and they're filing with that particular location. You can look into myvisajobs.com. I strongly recommend everybody. It's very user-friendly. Now, of course, we have a USCIS website too, but the myvisajobs.com is very informative, guys. It gives the data in a much better format to look into it. This ABC consulting company, how many H-1Bs they filed, how many of those H-1Bs were with the location of, let's say, Atlanta, Georgia, in their office address. So all those things that will be there. And then you can Google into it. Office address, type the office address to look into those things. So do this homework whenever you're coming into United States. Misrepresentation, especially multiple filings. TVASIA has been from the beginning, we've been telling, don't do multiple filings. Don't do multiple filings. Of course, you heard other people saying that, oh, that guy got it, this guy got it, and the other lawyer said it's perfectly legal. No, it's not legal. It is definitely not legal. So now what happened is that the USCIS has published a list of 400,000 people, approximately 390,000 people, who have applied for multiple filings.
Okay.
These number of 93 or 94,000 people have applied for this approximately 400,000 applications. They already have it. They published it online. Now they are going after they are going after the people. They don't have enough resources to go. So USCIS doesn't have enough resources, because for a USCIS to revoke H-1B, first they need to go to find out. They need to link these particular 4 companies or 5 companies that filed for the H-1B. Some commonality between those things though. FedEx charges, the same 10 people who have been filed by the different company though. The signature person is the same person. The bank account is with the same bank account, the same branch office for those things. The locations are the same thing where all the people are in the same building and they filed all these things. So they will have to find, they need to do a lot of groundwork for them to issue the intent to revoke. When it comes to the consulate though, they don't look into anything. They don't look into anything. They will just issue a misrepresentation. That means that you're a lifetime ban. Then they will speak with you. So the USCIS authority is very less, but when it comes to the Department of State, they can issue a misrepresentation. Then it becomes a lifetime problem. You can never, ever come into the United States at all. Even if you apply for the waiver, it takes 2 years for you if they grant the waiver. And even if they grant the waiver, it's only for that H-1B. You can't move to the H-4. You can't get the green card. There are so many restrictions on it. It's a very bad thing forever though. Now, what we tell people is that if you're in a situation where you were not involved in that the company has filed multiple H-1B applications, the first thing is get out of that company right now. Go to join a different company. The second thing what we want them to do is that complain to the USCIS. Look, the ABC consulting company I was working with, I told them to file a H-1B because I was working for that company. That company filed for XYZ, whatever those number of things. I was not aware of it. Now I'm aware of it. I'm making a complaint to you. Take care of this company. Because when you, and I want you to keep a copy of that one, so that when you go to the consulate though, when they raise the question of the multiple filings, you can say, look, I made a complaint. I made a complaint. Here is a complaint I made against this company. I was aware of it afterwards. I made a complaint. I did my duty, my civic duty of complaining to those things. You may be able to get away from that one. Right. You may be able to get away. So all these things, precautions, try to do earlier though. We have seen a very uptick in 221G in India. And if your case, 221G is where the issue that we are looking into further documentation to further information. Once we find the information, we are going to, sometimes they may ask for you a certain documentation. Right. So that certain documentation for you to come into United States, for example, income tax returns or W-2 forms or so. Now, the 221Gs, if your case is very clean though, you can go to federal case is very clean. No multiple filings, everything is clean. You can go to the federal court and there is a good chance that the consulate will adjudicate your case faster. And one other thing recently I noticed the consulate is doing, Nitya Garu, especially some Atlanta companies that I noticed your own university companies. So these fellows, these buggers are getting a lot of money. Right. Okay, fine. I told people to make money, work multiple jobs. Yes, Rahul, you told me to work multiple jobs. Yes, but pay the damn taxes, guys.
That's common sense.
That's common sense. Now, you may ask a question, why would these dumb guys, how would they avoid the taxes that's coming in the payroll? Okay, this is how they do it. They call it as a per diem expenditure. And this guy tells me that every year I get $50,000 per diem expenditure. I've been getting from 2015. No, it's illegal, guys. You will end up paying the taxes. You will end up bearing the burden. Now, the company is also maybe in trouble. The company will close and the company will run away and open a different company. That's a different issue. You will be in trouble. Why would the company cooperate is, when we pay the salary to an individual, for example, for one of my, let's say, for example, Reddy and Newman PC pays a salary to Rahul Reddy. They have to cut the social securities. They have to cut the Medicare. They have to cut. So they have to cut all those things when they pay taxes. So, but let's say, for example, they are buying me a laptop for my office. I work on the laptop, guys. This is my business. I'm working on the Sunday. I go travel. That's allowed for them to do it. For the company, Reddy and Newman PC, that's allowed. They don't pay any social security taxes on the laptop. Okay. So in the same way, the per diem expenditure, they don't pay taxes, but per diem expenditure is not allowed for you. You have been working in Atlanta for 5 years. There is no permit to pay expenditure needed. Maybe at the most they can get you a computer. That's the most that I can think about. But no, they can't give you a per diem expenditure of $50,000 to you. That is illegal. And this guy got now misrepresentation, and this guy misrepresentation forever, and the IRS is going to go after this guy for the taxes and the company. So please try to avoid these things. If you have any of these things, even if you have got the per diem expenditure, you can correct from 2015 to right now. You can pay the taxes to the IRS right now. Clear it off, be in the safer side, so that you don't get into this misrepresentation, denials, reportations. So.
Got it. So it sounds like the long and short of it is, sir, basically do the right thing and not
Right.
try to cut corners and, don't look at the, short-term goals and jeopardize your long-term plan of, being here or living in this country because you wanted to save a few dollars in terms of paying taxes. So
Absolutely.
that sounds like great advice, sir. And anything else you'd like to add to this at this point, sir?
No, Nitya garu, we can go to the calls.
Okay. All right. On that note, let's take our first caller for the day. Okay, caller with number ending in 8836. 8836, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, ma'am. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. I'm a high school senior currently. I'm going to college this year, and I'm on H4 status. My father has an H1 visa, which is valid till April 2025, and I have my H4 stamping this year in June as well as fingerprinting. If the visa counselor asks me in my interview why I'm requesting an H4 visa and not an F1 visa, what should be my response?
No, ma'am, they won't ask you though. Okay, you are the daughter of this particular gentleman who has a H1B. Even if they ask you, no, I prefer being on H4. You can say that though. Okay, H4 is the strongest visa though. They cannot deny just because you are wanting to study in United States. They can't deny. They can't deny if your intention is at a later time wanting to change to F1 also. They cannot deny that F1 visa. They cannot deny later on you want to sit down and stay and get the green card in the United States. Still, they cannot deny. Now, I wouldn't say the same thing with F1, okay? But you can say, I want to stay on H4. You can simply one-line answer. Absolutely, you will be fine, ma'am.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. All right.
Nitya garu,
Yes,
I would also take the occasion on addressing some more things for her though. She's in the high school now. She's going, or she's in the early part. She's in the first year of the college. She's going for H4. That's perfectly all right. She needs to change to F1 visa once she comes here though. I prefer her not going for stamping for F1. I prefer for her going for H4 because H4 is a strong visa. There's very less chances for her to get the denial. Now, once she comes here into the United States, she needs to get the F1 before she graduates though. Even if she is graduating before 21, okay? Why do I need to get an F1? Yes, it is important for you to get the F1 before you graduate not the high school, but the college. The reason is that if you are not an F1, you will not be given permission to work on OPT. You lose that opportunity. And if you have a STEM degree, you lose the opportunity of getting the STEM degree. That is 3-year work permit. And that is going to be a lifeline for you. So before you graduate, you need to get the F1 approved. And luckily, there is a premium processing right now. Now, that's my condition. Now, second thing is that they need to get the F1 approval before they turn 21. That's a must condition. The previous one was a highly recommended, but also before they turn. Sometimes what happens, the USCIS or the State Department or the CBP, they give the I-94 or visa approval or 797 approval until the dad's H-1B is expiring. They should only give when the kid turns 21. They cannot give beyond that. So can people rely on that mistake done by the immigration? No, no, no. If the immigration does a mistake, you pay for it. If you did the mistake, you pay for it. So when they do the mistake, you do not rely on that one. Before 21, you still need to get the F1 visa.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Rahul Garu. And on that note, let's go to our next caller. All right, caller number ending in 4795. 4795, we're ready for you now. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Give me 1 minute, please. Let me mute my TV.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Nitya garu. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. We're able to hear you. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead with your question, ma'am.
Thanks for taking up my call.
So it's regarding my H1B SOC title. Last time when they filed the LCA, they filed me as Software Developer Application Level 3. But because of the prevailing wages, can I change the SOC title? They are trying to change the SOC title. Is it okay?
Is it if they're changing because they want to undercut the prevailing wage, that's not legal though. However, can people move from one job title to another job title? Can people move from a level 4 to level 1 job? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm a perfect example of it. I was the managing partner of the office for a long period of time. Somewhere between 2012 and 2013, I lost that position. In my office, Emily is the managing partner. That means that she is higher level than me. I'm the lower level. I used to be higher level for decades. I became a lower level in my office than next to Emily. Can that happen to other people? Absolutely. In fact, I don't do any administrative job right now. I only do legal stuff, just do my legal things and probably a little bit marketing, but mostly my own legal thing and billing and all those things, which I used to do it when I formed the company, but in between I was only managing the office. Can I do it? Absolutely. But if you're only trying to undercut the prevailing wage, that's not allowed. Otherwise, can people be going to a lower level of jobs? Absolutely they can. Absolutely they can.
But yeah, the reason is mostly prevailing. But how come they know that we are doing it for the sake of cutting the prevailing wages, sir? We don't say that anywhere on the paper, right?
Well, ma'am, right now you need to watch the movie called Snowden. You are the software programming guy. You guys are programming all these things. The artificial intelligence, there are a lot of different ways they can come to know. Simple. They will ask the HR people.
Okay.
When HR CEO and you are asked, if any one person says yes, then they will go on that. They can even check your emails too. Okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, my employer is trying because I want to stay with the same company, and the prevailing wages, due to the prevailing wages of those earlier SOC titles.
Just to undercut prevailing wages, you cannot do it. You can do one other thing to cut the prevailing wages though. Let's say, for example, you're in San Jose area. Okay. You move to Dallas area, the prevailing wage is going to go down. Can you do that? You can do that. But if you're working with the same level of job, you're trying to undercut the labor department and H1B, that is not legal. That is not proper. The FDNS may find out. That may cause you to get into trouble. What I discussed with you previously. We'll go to the next person.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir. And what if, okay. So making sense now. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for calling. All the very best.
Thanks, Andy. Bye.
Okay. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 1242. 1242, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm ready.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm ready too. R-E-D-D-Y, go ahead.
In this show, everybody becomes ready by default.
Go ahead, sir.
All right, sir.
Hello,
Please
Rahul
go ahead
Garu.
with the question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I spoke to you before regarding my I-485 denial. That is due to me and my wife were traveling to Niagara Falls, and then by mistake we encountered a CBP, Border Security Force at Niagara Falls Peace Bridge. And then after that, the USCIS denied our I-485 because we abandoned. Because I'm also on O1 visa at that time.
Okay, got the point. You're not on H1B, you're on O1.
Yeah. We discussed this a couple of months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then I filed my I-290B, and then I provided all the evidences that I have that showing that I did not cross the border. I was still within the land of the United States. So after that, I consulted a senator and then congressman, but none responded properly to CBP. CBP never responded to congressman and the senator. But I requested my employer, that's the Cleveland Clinic, requested them. I provided all application material. That means I never crossed the border.
I got the point. So what is the question? So your 290B is pending.
My employer. No. My employer sent a letter to the director of CBP and requesting the information that I crossed the borders or not. Immediately within a week, the director of the CBP made a phone call to my employer, stated that I never crossed the border. It's a mistake. The decision USCIS made is a mistake, and the CBP director he sent a written message to the USCIS. Now the USCIS, they sent me a on the I-290B. They sent me a decision letter. They stated that the decision to deny the Form I-485 has been withdrawn. It is hereby ordered that a new decision on the Form I-480 be issued. That's what they mentioned.
So
and the case was reopened.
The motion.
Yeah, case is reopened.
The USCIS can always take the appeal and convert into motion to reopen, and then they can reopen the case.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they can do so. So you're good right now.
Now they reopen. That means they can give decision anytime, right?
If the priority date is
correct. So now, if the priority date is not correct. I have one more question based on the same question. So previously, when my I-480 was not denied, so they issued a EAD card for me and my wife. So, but what happened? So when it got denied, so I returned that EAD cards to the hand over the EAD cards to the USCIS field office near to my place. So now, now I need to apply for new EAD cards, or I just want to wait for the decision of a green card?
Well, the priority date is not current. The decision of the green card is not going to come soon. Apply for the EAD ASAP.
Okay. I need to apply for a separate EAD. Okay. Thank you.
EAD and AP, both of them, immediately. For you and your family. We'll go to the next call.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much for calling. All right. Sorry. 1 second, Andy. Let me take. I was going to take a few questions. Let's finish the next caller and then take this. Caller with number ending in 5345. 5345. We're ready for you now. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Caller with number ending in 5345.
Hi, Nitya garu.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling.
Hi, Rahul garu. So I have a thank you. I have a question. So recently I got promoted from, I'm on H1B visa. So recently I got promoted from manager to senior managers, and my company told that it's not required to file an amendment. Is it legal? Okay that, or do I need to go ahead and file the amendment?
Well, here is the thing. Is it considered to be a material change, or is it not considered to be a material change? If the HR in their documentation has looked into it and says that manager to senior manager doesn't, it's a natural, just a progression, slight progression in this. And if they determine that it's not a natural, it's not a material change, I completely agree with them. In this case, though, in this case, the HR seems to be smart. HR seems to be very good, and they documented it, and they said amendment is not required. They have considered it, is amendment required or not. They have ruled it out. I don't want you to mess it out right now, okay? So the reason is that everything going smoothly right now, according to. Now, if you would have moved from a software thing to immigration lawyer or to a lawyer, and then if they have said that it's not a material change, I would not agree with them. But if you have moved to a manager, to a senior manager, I will completely agree with them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Next person, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to take a few questions on YouTube as well. From the live chat today. Question, can I book an H4 visa appointment before submitting the DS-160?
If it allows you to book it, yeah, go ahead, book it.
Okay. And Shiva Ranjan says, in domestic H-1B visa renewal, DS-160 form, which
I saw the question. I saw the question, yeah.
Yeah.
Which location? He can't see USA there. Yeah, that's definitely a mistake though. I would, since there is no option given there though, I would just put the local consulate, let's say you belong to Chennai, Hyderabad, or whichever consulate, I will just pick it because it's not allowing me to pick it. And just put a separate note when you send the documentation saying that it didn't allow me to pick that one, so that they will understand the technical mistake. Yeah, I got this question a couple of times, yes.
Okay, got it. All right. Thank you, sir. Question from Sri Brahma says, in B2 visa till 15th April of 2024, applied perm 21st of March 2023, may be applied for H1B 7th year extension in premium processing.
Okay, wait. Let's go to the timetable now. When the B2 expiring? April 2024.
Yes, 15th April 2024, yes.
When did he file the perm application?
21st of March 2023.
Absolutely. He can file the H1 transfer right now. He doesn't have to wait for March 21st. But the start date should be March 22nd, 2024 for the H1B.
Okay, and this is the 7th year extension that he's asking.
Oh, right. Based on the labor certification, though, he has not got the I-140 approval yet. He may not get the I-140 approval by April 25th, though. He can file the H1B right now. In fact, I wrote an article 2 weeks ago on that. Without completing the 1 year of the perm application, can you file the H1B for the 7th year? Absolutely, yes, in these conditions. But the start date of the H1B should be March 22nd, 2024 to March 22nd, 2025.
Oh, okay.
Because by March 22nd, 2024, he would be completing the 1 year. Let me explain the rule, Nityagar. I think so. For a person to get the H1B extension beyond 6 years, any two of the conditions must be satisfied. I-140 must be approved. Okay, everybody knows that. If the I-140 approves, you can extend the H1B by 3 years.
Right.
Okay, but if the labor is being filed, and if the labor is pending for more than 1 year, you can still extend, you can still file the 7th year H1B, but only 1 year, not 3 years.
Okay, got it. Understood.
Not 3 years. Now, there are some situations where the labor certification gets denied. Some people appeal those things. Then the time period from the time you file the labor certification, even though it's pending in the appeal, it's still considered to be pending. You are still eligible to file the 7th year extension. Only 1 year, every time 1 year.
Every time.
And Nityagar, also, that why you're wondering a little bit is, previously labor certifications used to get approved, especially in 2007 though. I've got labor certification approved in 3 days. Perm labor certification approved in 3 days. When the dates were current in June, July 2007, we filed the labor, got the labor approved, I-140, we filed everything together at that point of time. Yeah, that was, and people who are in student visa also got into the file the 485 application at that point of time. So you're thinking, but right now it's taking more than 1 year to get the labor approved. And these people are going out of status. 6 years is expiring. Their 6 months B2 is expiring. So they can file before March 22nd, but the start date should be March 22nd.
March 22nd. Okay. That makes sense now. Okay. And hence sort of goes back to your point about don't wait until the end of your stay here to, scramble to get things done versus get your process and perm started up in the first or second year itself, right?
That's right. That's right, ma'am.
Okay.
And for that, they need to sacrifice something, though.
Right.
The reason is that, let's say, for example, you want to go to bigger companies. The bigger company takes longer time for them to get the green card application.
Right.
The smaller consulting companies are very happy to file the green card application for you because they know that you're going to be stuck with them for the next 2 years. They love it. Go for it, though. So sacrifice. If you go to a new job, maybe you'll get 20, 30K. Sacrifice it. You sacrifice it early, you will reap the benefits at a later date.
Later, yeah. No, that makes sense, sir. That totally makes sense. And on that note, let's take our next caller. Folks, let's take our next caller indeed. Yeah. Caller number ending in 1795. 1795. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello. Hi, Nitya Garu. Hi, Rahul Garu.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you for
I
calling.
think my question. Thank you. So I think you guys just answered my question. I applied for my perm in November 2022. It's still waiting. There's no status yet. I tried to check with my employer multiple times, and he mentioned that there's no update yet. I just
When
want
did
to
you
know
file?
what would be.
When did you file? You said
It's November 2nd, 2022.
that is for which one? H1B or what? Which one you filed?
I applied for perm.
Okay, sorry, got the point. Okay, so okay, November. Yeah, there are some cases. There are some cases that we filed in November that are still pending, though. I would not be that much worried about it. Okay, I would wait for one more month before contacting the Labor Department. But if you are coming to the sixth year ending, though, since you filed in November 2022, when is your 6th year ending?
So my 6th year ends including the recapture time, it ends in January 2024. Sorry, 25.
When?
I'm sorry.
Oh, January 25. Okay,
January
so you have enough time.
Yes.
Yeah, January 25 you have enough time. You have enough time. That's good. You did it. Yeah, it's taking that much time. I'm not worried for you right now. You can come next month. We will evaluate and tell you what's going to happen at that point of time. Okay?
Okay, sure. And I have one more question. By any chance, can I verify the status of my application, or is it only the attorney has access?
Only the attorney and the employer will have access to it. And if they are telling that they filed in November and it's still pending, believe me, I am telling some of my clients the same thing, what your lawyer is telling.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So much for calling
Thank you so
again.
much. Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Let's take our next caller.
Sometimes, Nitya Garu, we may not solve the problem, but at least when they hear from a third-party lawyer, they will be more happier. Believe me.
I hear you. All right. Yeah, because sometimes you're stuck between a rock and a hard place and you don't know, like, what is it? And so whether the third person comes and confirms one way or another, then obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Caller number ending in 3467. 3467. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, hi ma'am. Hi Nitya Garu. Hi Rahul Garu.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question, sir, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I am currently in my H1 and I have completed my first master's in 2012, and I have taken my second master's in 2014, and I worked on day 1 CPT, and I dropped my second master's in the middle after I get my H1. My question is, will it be a problem while green card processing 485 application?
The fact that people have dropped out of the master's degree because they got the H1B is definitely not going to be a problem for anybody whatsoever at all. With regards to the day 1 CPTs, we occasionally see the problems though, but for people who are applying the green card in the United States, getting the green card in the United States, we have not noticed any problem if they have gone to day 1 CPT universities. Now, I'm not endorsing day 1 CPT universities. I'm still opposing them. I still don't think so people should do. But right now for you, for the green card purposes, I have not seen any trouble for anybody, sir.
Okay. My same question. As I have dropped my second master's, will it be a problem?
No, absolutely not a problem. Your second master's dropping is not going to be a problem at all. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for calling. Let's take
Thank
our
you.
next caller.
Yeah.
Okay, caller with number ending in 3990. 3990. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nitya Garu, Rahul Garu. Good evening, Andy. Na peru Ravi Kumar. So my question is regarding, my son, green card. He's a green card holder. He got his green card in 2022, and which is valid for 10 years. I mean, next 8 more years it's valid. So he just turned last week 14,
I mean, he got his green card when he was 12, and last week he turned 14. And I applied for renewing his
I-90.
biometrics by filing I-90 online.
I-90.
So
That's
now
good.
రెండు
Okay,
questions ఉన్నాయి సార్ ఇట్లా I-90 ఆన్లైన్ లో చేశానండి. Yesterday only I did it. And just 2 questions అండి. అది ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది అది
Typically for biometrics it will take about 2 to 3 months. Biometrics it will take about 1 to 2 months. To get the ultimate green card it may take about 5 to 6 months.
5 to 6 months. Okay. And my second question if you want to go out of the country with his current green card which is valid for 8 more years, can he go out and come back or do we need to wait till he gets his green card?
I would always make an appointment with the USCIS. Okay. It's called InfoPass appointment and they will stamp the passport as a safety precaution though. Okay. If the biometrics does not happen. Just as a safety precaution, I want you to get that thing, okay? If they say, no, you don't need it, that's fine. Then you can travel. If they get, normally what they will stamp it. This person can travel up to 1 year. He is a green card holder. Okay?
Okay. Or if biometric happens and if I don't receive the green card, I can still, we can plan to go out, isn't it?
I would still get the stamping done. InfoPass stamping done.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
InfoPass stamping appointment. Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling, sir. All right. Let's take our next caller.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sir. Bye. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 9791. 9791. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah. Hey, this is Ranjit.
Hi, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead.
Hello?
Sir. Hello?
Yeah. So, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, I came to India and my I-140 was in processing. When I say I-140, PWD is approved. My attorney team, they send me the form for review and ask me to confirm that one. So my question is like, can they file my perm when I was out of
when you're in India? Absolutely they can.
Yeah.
There is no need that you have to be in USA. There is no need you have to be an H1, even H4EAD people can. There is no need, people in India can also file the green card too. Absolutely you can.
Okay. And another thing is, in the perm application, the address which they mentioned is my old address. Okay. And it is just 5 miles away from my new address. So if we ask them to update, do they need to again, will they initiate the amendment again or they can just update that address?
Is the perm already filed?
No, not yet.
Okay, then update it right now. There is no amendment. It's just a form. In the form, the address is 123 Main Street. Instead of 123 Main Street, you're going to just change to 123 Smith Street. It's not going to cause any problem for you or anybody. You can do it right now. You don't need to amend. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
If it's been filed, though, if it is filed, it can't be changed. It's not going to create any problem for you once you get the labor certification. If it's not already filed, you just change it. The guy sent you for correction. No, I don't live in 123 Main Street. I live in 123 Smith Street. Just correct it and give it. The lawyer will correct it. It won't waste any of his time or your time.
Right. Yeah, that is what my question is.
Thank you then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
Thank you so much for calling, sir. Yeah. Let's take our next caller.
This time is comfortable for Indian people also to log in this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Caller with number ending in 6389. 6389. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We're able to hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead. Sir, please press *6 to unmute your line. Caller with number ending in 6389. Hello? Caller with number ending in 6389. Can you hear us? All right, sir.
I'm able to hear you. I'm able to hear you. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we finally got you. Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. My question is like regarding the H1B lottery. So I'm in like last attempt of my H1B lottery. Actually, I'm on STEM OPT, which is expiring this December. My question is like how the scenario will be. At least like rules gonna be changed for this year, or
we got intimation last week that they are publishing the proposed regulations. They're going to give only 11 days for us to respond to those proposed regulations, which I don't know why they couldn't have done it before. But yeah, seems to be that they're rushing towards changing the rules, where even if people apply for 20 different companies, they will only count Srinivas Rao as one candidate. Okay?
Yeah, you know, my last two chances got drastically scaled down because of this lottery fraud. I work for Intel. It only files single petition for every employee.
Of course.
So,
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Right now, the chances will be in any company that you see, okay, they are filing them. They have filed the multiple applications though. Please complain about those things though.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you one of the other good thing though. If those H1B gets revoked though, they will be added in the next year's quota. You see the point?
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be 65,000 plus 20,000. It will be new things added, the things that they are revoked, and that will be added. So please cooperate in that one, okay?
Okay, and also one more. I've seen like thousands of people are getting like getting to SCA because of through multiple filings. Will there be any kind of punishment or any kind of is SCA still going after them, or like kind of like since they are huge number, they kind of ignore?
Yeah, no, they are not ignoring it. They are going against the big fishes that they can connect the dots right now easily. But the consulate is going with the small and big fishes too. It's spreading around right now. It's going very big. Yes, that was the topic of the discussion, the raise in the misrepresentation. Some of these people can never ever come into the United States at all. So it's going on. It's going on. For you, sir, stick with the company. Do the H1B only one. Even if by any chance the regulations don't go through, don't violate this. Don't go into the thing. You know, it's like robbing a bank, according to me. Okay, don't do that.
Okay, and also one more. Okay, rules are going to change for confirm for sure.
Not confirm. We got intimation on Friday that they are most probably though by 12 hours from now, or maybe 13 hours from 12 hours from now, they should publish the proposed regulation, and they're going to give less time for us to respond to it. Okay.
Okay.
That means there's a good chance, 95% chance the rules will change for your benefit. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Okay.
Good people get affected by these bad people. Some of them.
It's really unfortunate, but hopefully, you know, this
will stop this year. This will stop this year.
I mean, I can sense from this gentleman's voice itself how
frustrating it is.
Frustrated
when
he is.
people who file the fraud have got their H1B approved, and this guy has been doing very good. But eventually, I know he's going to win.
I hope so. I really hope so. Fingers crossed for that, sir. All right. On that note, let's take our next caller. Next caller, please. Okay. Caller with number ending in 9461. 9461. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Me?
We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead with your question. Thank you.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir, with your question.
Good evening. So my question is like regarding the green card current dates So, what would be the predictions regarding my wife has I-140 approved I-140. The priority date is January 23 EB1.
January 23 EB1.
Yes, sir.
Last week we had Charlie Opilham from the State Department. He doesn't have a very good picture for the people who have January 2023. It may take a little bit longer time though. There are approximately 80,000 people whose priority dates are not current, whose I-140 is approved according to the USCIS stats right now. How did that happen? A couple of months ago, it was only 7,000 and it became 80,000. Not that they approved 73,000 I-140s in the between, but they backtracked the priority date. So by the time it's going to hit though, it's going to take some time. I would recommend that be prepared to stay for a couple of years, maybe 3 to 4 years for you to wait for the priority date to become current.
3 to 4 years? Okay.
Be prepared. Be prepared.
Okay,
be prepared.
Got you. No, why I'm asking this question is only to get the EAD or for getting the green card? Both the predictions would be same or?
I would definitely for getting the EAD also, it will be I'm expecting 2 to 3 years for getting any green card. It may be 3 to 4 years. Okay?
3 to 4 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then. Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just feel. Thank you. We'll go to the next person. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. If you have a question, then go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, I'm planning to leave the country. I'm on H1B as of now. So planning to enter on B1 or B2 when the current dates are, when the
what is your,
I-140 dates are current.
Wait. What is your wife's status though? Your wife has the EB1 I-140 approved or you?
Yeah, my wife has EB1. Currently, she is in India.
Got it. But
she's working in India.
She's working in India. And what about your I-140? Yes. You have an I-140. She doesn't have H1B?
Previously, she has H1B, but she's on H4 as of now.
No, sir.
She's on H4.
You should not try to come on B2 visa though. If you're planning to go to India, go to India, but come back on H1B. Don't plan to come back on B2. The reason is that the B2 people cannot have an intention to permanently settle down in the United States. Your wife already filed an I-140 application. She already named you, saying that you're the husband who is going to accompany her in getting the green card. So B2 is not advisable though. I would strongly, these are the 2 to 3 years or 2 to 4 years is an estimate. Can I go wrong? Believe me, I've gone wrong 10,000 times in estimating the priority date. And there is nobody else that has gone more wrong than I did. That's the reason I brought last week Charlie into the program, because he went 10,000 times correct, because he was the one who is doing that one at that time. He was the one who is doing it. So we bought him, and that's his prediction according to. But definitely, if you could stick around in this country for a while, that would be much better. If not, if you go to India, come back on H1B, not on B2. Okay?
No, only on H1, you mean? Okay.
Only on H1.
Okay.
H1 or H4, either of those things.
Okay.
Okay then, thank you.
Okay, and roughly it would not extend like 5 years, right? Mostly?
Well, let's do one thing. I'll give you $5. I'll go back to the, I'll give you $5. You put the $5. Let's go to Hyderabad, the parrot guy, and let's ask that guy. Next person, please.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, sir.
Nitya Garu, why the EB1s are getting backlogged is,
right.
A lot of people who are in EB2 and EB3, they are going outside the country, working for 1 year and coming back and claiming the EB1C. That's one reason. Also, we have seen a very increase In the IT industry, though, previously we used to have biochemistry, the doctorates researchers, postdoctorates who are filing for the EB1A used to get it. For a software extraordinary person, software guy was not getting the EB1A approved. But nowadays we see a lot of EB1A approved for the software professionals too. So there is a increase in the number of the EB1 has caused a backlog for EB1, and particularly for Indian nationals.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's take our next caller on that one. Okay, 7438, caller with number ending in 7438. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead with your question, sir.
So, yeah, good evening.
Good evening,
So I
sir.
have two questions. Yeah, నాకు two questions ఉన్నాయండి.
Sure.
చెప్పండి, sir.
ఒకటి, okay, so first question is, I'm working for two clients under same H1B visa, same employer. Okay. So what are my options? Means employer is telling whether you can do a concurrent petition with the other H1B employer.
Wait. If you are working for a company and the company assigns you on two projects, you don't need to do anything.
Okay.
The company can assign any number of projects to you.
Okay, the problem is that because now it is a point where we need to run the payroll for my second project.
They're not going to run the payroll for the second projects. Even if you have the project, if you don't have the project, they have to run the payroll. You may want to have a consultation with an immigration lawyer to discuss how, if some company wants to pay some bonus, how they can pay it, not get into trouble with immigration, not get into trouble in the USCIS, not get into trouble with the CPP, not get into trouble in there. There are ways they can do the bonus. But do you need to file a concurrently filed H1B with a different company? No, you don't need to. Company can assign 10 multiple projects also to you. Okay? There are ways they can assign, get the money to you legally, and that's where initially I said, don't undercut the taxes, okay? They will reject your H1B. If they give you a bonus, yearly bonus, because you perform very good, because you did two things, very good job, if they want to give you $200,000 bonus, that's fine. They're in the IT industry, okay. Guys, if you go to San Jose, they're getting these stock options that are worth $1 million. So if you're getting $200,000, $300,000, take it. But can it come every month in a paycheck? No, it cannot be. It will be a violation. Can it be a bonus? Yes, it can be a bonus. How to structure that? You can work with an immigration lawyer and then you can do it. Not a problem. And when you get that bonus, you have a problem with the bonus, Nitya Garu, and I'm ready to take that money, okay?
I'm definitely...
No. Because I'm working a lot to get that second project. I definitely want to utilize that opportunity.
This is the thing. These IT guys think that they are gods when they are working for two projects, though. If you come into the medical industry, though, they tell doctors to go this hospital, that hospital, this hospital, go to 3 hospitals at the same time. They have to. And sometimes 24 hours, 8 hours here, 8 hours there, 8 hours there, they have to do it. You guys think so that by working 16 hours, you're doing great? Shame on you. Okay? You're good.
Thank you, Rahul. One other question. So if I see right now I'm on I have my I-140 with priority date 2016 September. So if to join full time, they want an EAD for my client to convert because I'm on contracting right now. So my wife she has approved I-140. So they're willing to do a H4 EAD too with my client. They can convert full time. So
why not?
Okay. Means how difficult it is to switch for me back if something goes wrong back to H1.
Absolutely. You can file from H4 to EAD to H1B, At any point of time in the next 90 years, we can switch back. If you have a company ready to file the H-1B in premium processing, it takes 15 days. And we can even convert your wife at that point of time when you're converting to H-1B for her to into H-4 plus EAD, because you said you have an I-140 approved. So you can do that too.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you, Mr. Garu.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Keep watching our show. All right, let's take our
Okay,
next
thank
caller.
you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
One more
Rahul
thing.
Garu? Yes.
Yeah. I didn't mean to insult anything. That's good. I'm very proud that he's working 16 hours a day. That's good. But I want him to work 20 hours a day, at least for 5 days. Yeah. So coming.
When do you expect him to have a life with his family, sir?
I mean, on average, working 80 hours is nothing tough. I mean, medical industry people do it. Yeah.
True.
So that's where when it comes to the IT industry,
that's where I have a
hours.
difference, because I'm like, okay, medical industry people, they're literally holding people's lives in their hands. I don't think any priority ticket in IT field, unless you're launching a rocket, needs that kind of like 20-hour work days. I would probably, have major fights with my husband if he's working 20-hour days. So don't put ideas in my head.
My wife has given up on me.
See?
So coming to the point of when there is a light, Deepam unnappude illu sakkavettukovalata. So let me threaten these IT people. Hey guys, Trump is going to get the nomination from Republican Party. That means he has a 50% chance of winning it. So be careful when things are good. Go ahead with it. We'll go to the next caller.
So thank you so much for calling, sir. We'll take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 1177. 1177. We're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir, please.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Rahul Garu, I have a question, Andy. So last year, May 2023, I have applied for H4 and H4 EAD extension together, and I was waiting for the status to update. But yesterday, on Saturday, when I was checking, and I have generated 2 receipt numbers, and it went to the same service center. And I applied together. So Saturday, when I was checking with one of the receipt number, the H4 is saying as it is approved, but the EAD receipt number is still saying it's received.
This is an extension, is it right?
Yeah, H4 and H4 EAD applied together for extension.
Extension. So when did the EAD expire?
It was EAD was expired on June 30th of 2023, and I applied in May 2023.
Okay, I see the point. So what happens is that, I mean, that's a very long time to get an H4 plus EAD approval. It could be, though, there's a high chances that EAD is also approved. You will see the notification in about 4 or 5 days. We are seeing some delay sometimes. It could be that the EAD might not be approved, but it could be that the EAD might have already been approved, though. Okay, let's check back next week, though.
Okay.
If by any chance you don't get a chance here, we have a daily Zoom call conference in Reddy and PC. You can go to our Law Group. You can come to, it's a free conference call that you can come and check with us, okay? Thank you.
Okay, all right. So as of now, there is no problem, right?
I am hoping that it's approved together, too. That's what I'm hoping. Okay?
Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling.
Nitya Garu?
Yes, sir.
Nitya Garu, if you can mute him, I have some suggestions for people.
Okay.
So there are many ways EAD and AP, EAD and H4 can, if the easy applied in May of 2023, now we are in January of 2024. So it's almost like 7-8 months for him to get that. There are many ways where things can be done differently to get the EAD approved. If people could work diligently, though. One thing is that if you apply H4 plus EAD along with the H1B, and you do premium process of the H1B, though, the H4 and EAD and H1 will be approved within 3 weeks. That's one method of doing it. And there are some bad companies that don't want to do H1, H4 and EAD together. You can get the H1B approved, file the H4 plus EAD extension. You can cross to the Mexico and come back with a Margarita extension. You get the H4 extension until the time the spouse's H1B expires. In that case, if the EAD has been filed before it expired, extension has been filed, they get 180 days extra to work though.
Okay.
So there are many different ways people can avoid the extension problems of the EAD where there is no interruption of the job. Let's say, for example, you're working for a Coca-Cola company and then all of a sudden you have 2 months of break that you cannot work for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola will find somebody else. So we need to make sure that our TV Asia guys, the H4 especially, don't lose the jobs because the extension should be done very smoothly for them. So there are many ways to avoid people need to work diligently on it.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. On that note, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 2280. 2280, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 2280.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, sir. Thank you. I'm good. Sir, please go ahead. Thank you for calling us. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, Rahul sir. I called before you also. Thank you for helping our community. Actually, I got two questions for you, sir. I recently approved with the O1 visa with the premium processing, but my dependents O3 visa is not approved. We submitted I-539 for them, but it's still under process. It's been 2 months. And do you have any idea how much does it take, time take?
Did you file it along with
did
you file it along with the O1? Did you file it separately though?
No, sir. Along with the O1, we filed it combined.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the agreement that we had with the USCIS is that if the L1 and L2 is being filed together, they're going to approve both of those things. If the H1 and H4 is going to be filed together.
O1, sir.
I know, I'm getting there.
O1, sir.
But the agreement does not cover the O1 visa though. So I cannot tell that when it's going to be approved. But why do you need that O dependent right now? What is the hurry for you to need it?
Because they can stay. That's my question is they can stay with me while under process, right? That's what my question.
Absolutely. They can stay while in the process. Absolutely, they can stay. No problem with it.
And
they can stay.
One more thing is if they travel to, okay, sir. And one more thing is if they travel to India while under process, and if they want to come back, are they allowed to get stamping there with my approval and can come back?
Good question. Absolutely, they can. They don't need the O dependent visa to be approved. All they need is the O visa. O approval of you, marriage certificate, and if you have a kid, the birth certificate. That's it. They don't need any O dependent approval from USCIS for them to go to stamping. Okay?
Okay, sir. Got it. And one last thing, sir. Does 90 days rule apply if they come back to change my, if priority date becomes current, can I, if I apply 485, does 90 days kind of waiting period apply for the
I would not answer the question right now. Let me tell you one thing though, because O visa is a little bit hybrid visa though. It's not like F1 visa. It's not like a B2 visa. For example, if you have an I-140 approval, if you go outside the country, if you have an I-140 approval, if you go on F1 visa, they may deny your entry coming into the United States. They don't do that for O visas though. It's kind of a hybrid visa though. Okay. It's kind of, they loosely interpret this particular section. Okay. So you should be fine. I'm not going to answer this on the TV, but there is a very nice interpretation of the USCIS in this one. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. And thank you, sir. Thank you for answering patiently. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy.
O visa means he probably got his EB1A approved, most probably.
Okay. Got it. And what is this O category, sir? Like, just remind me.
O visa is kind of extraordinary ability people that have very good caliber they can apply for O visas. For example, if you have publications, if you have patents, if you have been speaker of a lot of these, those organizations on that particular topic, though, then you can apply for the O1 visa, and you will get the O1 visa without, and there is no lottery system. For example, let's say, for example, Lata Mangeshkar, okay, is she fit into O1? Yes, she is fit into. What if Satya Nadella, can he fit into O1? Yes, he fits into O1. Now, I'm not telling that it has to be Satya Nadella or that one, but if you have that extraordinary capability, though, you will fit into that O1 visa. People need to consider. Right? This is any field. It doesn't have to be IT field. It can be any field. It can be any field, absolutely any field. And people need to consider that. They should try to go for ED1A. And that's where the people, there are a couple of people that worked in AI, and there are a couple of people that we worked in, young guys that just graduated and have done the OPT STEM extension. And some of the people were working in the autonomous driving. We were able to get them the O1 visa because they could get in the lottery of the H1B. Now, if they get a H1B, it's always good to go on H1B. Absolutely not. Absolutely, H1 is better. But if they don't get in the H1B lottery, they should consider if they have the special caliber in that particular thing.
Okay.
So people who are applying in the lottery, they should contact an immigration lawyer to see if they are eligible for. Just Google it a little bit on the O1 visa and try to work towards it. You won't, if you fail, you still will be a very genius guy.
Right. As they say in the movie Three Idiots, right? Excellence ke piche bhago. Success hamare piche aayegi. So, and on that note, guys, I know there's a lot of people waiting on the caller side as well as a lot of questions coming in on the live chat, but unfortunately we always keep running out of time, and that's the same case today as well. Rahul Garu, thank you so much for being on the show today, Andy, and for patiently answering everybody's questions. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
And to all our viewers, we'll be back same time, same place next week to answer a lot more questions. So bring back a list of questions. Please remember to call us as much as possible. We'll try to take as many callers as possible. Until then, have a safe week, have an amazing week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.